Flosstube, it's Kerry and Stitches. It's Friday the 28th of August. This is Flosstube 79. Hello and welcome. I hope you've all had a really good stitchy fortnight and are all keeping well. It's a wet and miserable bank holiday weekend in England, so it is what it is. It's fairly typical, to be honest. August bank holiday without rain, well, it's been much of a muchness for a fortnight, so I've had my work hours confirmed going forward from September. I shall be back in the office 2 days a week and working from home 2 days a week, which was my choice, so that's good news. What have you been up to? Thank you for all your lovely comments on my framing video, FFOing video. As you can see, two are still here, my cityscape and the anchor sampler. Got to make some wall space, so command hooks at the ready. So we've been making masks. Well, I've cut masks ready to make and made a couple. I love this fabric, and the mask is massively too big, and that was using the template from Hobbycraft. So yeah, so I shall carefully unpick some of that, and I mean, I think theoretically because I should be able to just make it a bit smaller. I don't know, I'm going to finagle it and make it smaller, make it fit, because I love that fabric and I'll be sad if I can't use that fabric. So that's pretty much it. I've made some, Natalie and I had a jewellery day, so I made counting pins. Let's pop something behind that. Save and feet, excuse the squeaky polystyrene. So counting pins. Okay. Let's turn it that way. I did arrange them so you could see the different ones. I like that little cat pin, it's really cute. And the ladybird. And yeah, so lots of counting pins. Lottie made a lovely necklace and a pair of earrings. That was Lottie's necklace. Isn't that pretty? She's got a really good eye for these things. So we had a jewellery day, we had a sewing day, we had lots of FFO days. Yeah. So anyway, when I bought this frame, this one here, for the cityscape, I saved the stitches. And it came with this. Oh, a bit musty. Beautifully, really nicely stitched. Just not my thing. So if anybody's got any suggestions on what I can do for it, it was all taped in with masking tape and stuff, so it's a bit sticky in places. So if you've got any suggestions, give me a shout if you want it. Shout. I have no use for it. I don't know what to do with it because it just seems a sad thing to throw it away. So I suspect it'll end up in the charity shop. Right. So it's been quite a stitchy fortnight. I've been busy. So I'm going to just show you a few things. Last week for Donna Ray's Bees Please Sal, I'm going to put that down. I did the honey pot. I think it was different from what I planned to do, but I did that, and I also added a couple of little buzzy bees that I stitched from the Heartstring Samplery Festive Fobs. So that's super cute, Mill Hill, so you can see all the beads. Really pleased with that. That's sticky felt and just some wire to hold it all together. Pleased with that. I'm going to show you Humble Honey again, 'cause it's my favourite FFO. There we go. Let's see that again. I love that fabric from Sparklies. So with the Jubco pins, love it. Definitely, I think it's probably my favourite finish of the whole of my FFOing video, probably. Although Cityscape, I do love Cityscape. I think that's turned out perfectly. And that was last minute grab of a frame. I felt went into two charity shops, saw it, went, that looks like it's going to fit. Take measure out. It's going to fit. Let's buy it. So and it did. And I think that's the nice thing about Cityscape. It didn't matter that it had. I had leeway with the as long as the width was right. I had a bit of leeway with the height because it's just more blue sky. So quite a lot. So and then, Parent sense. Yeah, so Lottie and I went into town and we've ordered and chosen my frame for at Main Street. That'll be picked up next week, and exciting. We've got kind of a distressed white frame, but not overly distressed, so it looks really good. Anyway, yes, I've done the masks. And I've shown you necklace that you made. Busy, busy. So yeah, that was that. So FOs. I'm all a bit. Lottie's coming. I'm all of it. What was I talking about? Yeah. So I've been stitching this with Sharon. Sharon Stitching on Instagram. It's FiddlesticksAU, cross stitches coat of arms. It says at the bottom, we stab things 1,000 times and then hang them. I do think that was funny. So stitched on chromatic Alchemy 32 count red tide. That's the Belfast. Yeah. It's cool for colours except for the greens were different green. I used 910 and 912, and the framey thing here is Jodyri Designs Over the Rainbow, and we used an actual needle rather than back stitching a needle on. Lovely, nice little finish. What else? Yeah. Whips. I've been stitching on Lindy Stitches Onward Steed, so that's coming along nicely. When you last saw it, I think I only had the Girl in the Rains, so we now have a Dino Gator or a
alligator.
It's going to have spine. It's kind of it's a dinosaur alligator hybrid. Yeah. So yeah, it's coming on. Called for colours of sorts. Dress is Jodyri Designs, as is the writing. So everything else. Wheat's kudzu for the gator saw. Been on a bit of a bee kick, and I stitched on another festive little fob. There we go. I've done the bee skep, and now I have one of the little flower baskets. So that's 36 count natural linen, and it is, what have I got? A mix of called for and whatever threads, similar colours kind of thing. And the needle minder is from Agnes Little Minders. That goes to there. Alright then, Alice, we have progress with Alice, because any progress with Alice is good. I can't remember if it was last video, well, last regular Flosstube update, that I decided that I was going to just do the border this month. So we're getting there. I'm on the bottom row with the gem tarts, and I've just got a scrolly thing to put there, and some more flowers to do, and obviously the vines, and then we're pretty much done on the border except for the beads and the back stitch round the motifs. So it's coming along. It's coming along. That's on 18 count parchment with the call for threads. I have to think what they were called then. Bit worrying when you can't remember the word for threads and you're a cross stitcher. I've got plans. I'm going to start the Martin Luther King sampler from Stone Street Stitchworks, and I'm going to stitch it on pewter from PTP, and I've changed the colours. I saw somebody did a blue conversion on Instagram and it was lovely, and it does actually say stitch in any colourway, and so I'm going with those colours. So they're all weak. So I've got grits, graphite, gunmetal and blue coat blue. There we go. So that's for that one. And then we've got challenge stitching for Shirl's group. Daily 30, I'm going to start O Tenenbaum and start with this block at the bottom. And I am stitching it on I'm stitching it on a random from Sparklies. Love me some Sparklies. And this is one of the ones for my Aida grab bag that Kate did for me. It's a greige, and I am stitching, and I basically haven't got one of the colourful colours, so I'm making my own up. So that's my starting point. I think I need to pick another brown. So there we go. That's my plans. And Alice and Bees. Those two, Alice and Bees, that's my plans. We kind of got a tiny bit of haul. So, I'm sorry. More scissors. The green, look at those shiny green ones. I've counted them from Stitch from Stash. So some threads just to keep kitting things up, swamp water for the bees, and ruby slipper for Coffee Drinker's Confession. And I started kitting up, oh, what's it called, Lot? It's called Quilting Bee. There we go, by the Blue Flower. So I think I've got 3 out of the 8, I think it is now. And then I bought the Barbara and the Sal, which is there. I'll put a picture of where we are up to now in about here. So I'm going to make a note of that. And I'm stitching it on the fabric from the Mittagong Stitches retreat that I was sent when I won the bag from Knitch Stitch. So it's DMC threads. I don't know when I'm going to start it. I was just kitting up this morning. I was like, yep, that works. Bingo. So at least I think it will with the colours anyway. So that's that. So as I said, plans just to start those things. Make the masks, do the things. Kids are back at school next week. We'll see. Mixed feelings. It's kind of lots excited to see her friends, but doesn't want to do schoolwork. Tom's kind of like, well, I'm going into my last year. They need the guidance more now, so we'll see how things go. The masks have been made mandatory, hence why I need to make masks. So in schools, that is. So we will see. So short video today, no magazines this week. Cross stitch is due out next week or the week after, so there'll be one in the next one. So until next time, take care, happy stitching, and see you all soon. Bye bye.